We decided we're gonna go out this morning and hang some cameras for the first time this year. I'm not looking forward to it. It is overcast right now, but it's supposed to burn off and be 97. So it's humid in 97, and we're gonna try to go hang at least 3 or 4 cameras.
Battery 100.
No way.
So we're showing. We got juice. Came to a place where we hung a stand last season and had some really good hunts, but never felt like we actually had legitimate shots at deer. We saw a lot of deer, but didn't get really close. Now, I'm out of breath because I just climbed a tree, but I believe that this tree is going to be a decent stand tree. That's one of the things we're doing, is kind of assessing where is a better place to hang where we can actually have shots at these deer. I climbed up here, check on this lane, got a shot, I mean down to 40 yards right there. I can see the field edge over here. I can see field edge back here behind me. I think this is definitely gonna be a stand tree for the fall. We just need to find a place to put the camera for right now.
We're not far from the stand tree that we just kind of discovered, and there's a couple of trails right in here. This one looks like more habitual, was used in the season. That one looks a little more like, hey, when it's flooded, we're using this trail. So that could be an advantage though when it gets wet this year, if it does, as far as blowing our wind back over some of the more wet areas and allowing deer to come within range of us before the wind gets to them. So we're gonna hang a camera here for now on this more habitual trail, and then we've got to go get batteries for the rest of these. We're really unprepared about trail cameras right now. We've been thinking elk and fishing. New spot. We've never been here before. We're gonna make a quick run through here. We're trying to keep all our cameras under about a half mile or so from the road, just for the sake of sanity, if nothing else. That way we don't waste too much time on cameras that might get stolen around the opener or in September before the opener. So we're just gonna kind of travel against the grain on all these trails and maybe hang a couple cameras in here. When this one smelled us, and then I looked over, that one turned right. I was trying to whistle, but not too loud because it was getting close.
I was about to. That's cool.
Yeah.
We were just walking through this kind of edge where ash meets prairie. I said, hey, Tyler, coyote. Well, ended up being 2 of them, like a little pup and a full-grown adult. They never really smelled us for quite a while, kind of saw we were there, and they were just kind of investigating. And then the older one kind of got downwind after it saw us, took off. I thought the gig was about over. Here comes the young one, like right at us. It got like, I don't know, probably 8 yards away. Kind of weird. But we started thinking about how animals are going to use this little edge line of travel here. There's good browse, as we see right here on this trumpet. And it's a good place to travel because all the undergrowth is kind of taken out by either floods or just the way how much shade there is coming from above. So Tyler and I just found this Mexican plum tree. It's dropping a few, but they look like the wormy ones. So there's still a bunch of green ones up there on the tree, and we're just discussing how it's cool, how it's probably a food source when they start falling for real. And then we got snorted at by, sound like multiple deer. I know it's kind of hard to tell. We look on our map and we can tell that between here and there is kind of a really brushy, grassy area. Right on the field edge up here, there's some slightly taller trees, and that's where those deer were. One can assume, I guess, that they're kind of bedding on that edge, getting that breeze coming off the pasture and trying to stay cool on summer day and keep the mosquitoes off of them. That's all I know. But we do know for a fact that there was deer bedding up there. So we're gonna go in a little further and then loop out that way and see if we can figure out why exactly those deer were there.
And we're gonna sweat extremely much.
So we just walked up, I don't know, 5 or 10 yards further here and already found 2 more of these Mexican plum trees. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark this spot. It is a food source. Most of these will probably fall before the first of season. There's a mosquito right on the top of the camera right now. Y'all can't see, but they're everywhere. But there's a chance that they could concentrate the deer and then still be hanging out here come October 1st, or there might still be a few of these hanging on right there towards the beginning of deer season. So it's something worth at least checking out. And I kind of forgot, but our season starts in September, I think, again this year. So every little bit helps when you start talking about these Mexican plums falling. Hopefully it'll be something that we can key in on for deer season.
KC saw some big trees on the map. We came over here to investigate. We were kind of bummed out because it was pretty much one big cottonwood and a bunch of big ash and hackberries and that kind of thing. Kind of normal Texas stuff. While he was looking at the map, I looked over and I saw a big post oak looking trunk. Thought I could see post oak leaves, and we came over here to investigate. There's a line of them right through here. And there's just like intermittent junk and brush and then clearing, and it just looks like where we've hunted good spots in the past. We start working our way down this line of oaks, and we hear several different deer blowing episodes down in here. I'd say we're in a pretty good area, especially when October comes and these things start dropping some acorn. Do what?
It's not an oak. I found an antler. We're standing here looking at this really old trail, deliberating if they're leaving public to go to private to eat, and look over. 5 yards away, they say, there's an antler. So let's go get it.
There it is.
Promising little deer. Oh. Yes, he is. It's something. Not legal, but could be this year. I'd shoot him because he's 14 inches wide. A good size opening over there. We're worried that we're settling, but it's exactly really what we were trying to do. We're less than a half mile from the truck. There's a lot of deer tracks in here. I don't know if we're gonna really be able to kill a buck because of this camera, but we are gonna be able to put out a camera and let it sit for a while and maybe get some good deer and at least know like what quality of deer in this area. So we're gonna hang this camera with not any high expectations or intentions of coming and checking it every 2 weeks or anything. And just see what it picks up. Maybe it stays here all season. I don't know. I think it's a good spot. We've got some big tracks. Looks like there's deer kind of just roaming around through here. No major trails, so it'll be a good hang.
Card is formatted and everything.
It's about the right height and everything. Well, this is a place that had a lot of potential going into the 2018 season. The amount of rain we had just flooded this thing out and just didn't turn into what we hoped it would. It was like we had bucks fighting in here in late September, and then that was the last of like good trail camera information that came from the spot. Ruined a couple cameras, so I hung this one kind of a little bit higher to where hopefully floodwaters can't ever get to it, and where it's kind of a low commitment. We can get in here kind of quick and get it checked if we need to, or we can get in here and get it pulled if we think that we're gonna have any weather issue. So we got a line of travel through here, got a trail with a bunch of tracks on it. Hopefully we'll pick up some deer. If it's not pictures, no big deal. We just know, we need to know what's in here, and then we can kind of determine where to hunt after we figure out there's a buck in here we wanna go after. Okay. We're hot.
Tried it.
Started craving like Indian food. Like curry kind of. About right here. Never brought you for something. I don't know, it kind of looks deer-like. The meat from that deer really didn't last very long.
No, but you know what?
What?
It was good.
It was good.
I still got some too.
Do you really?
Yeah, mostly ground.
Okay. Yep.
That'll do.
Well, it kicked our rears today, but we finally got out, I think 5 cameras, which will be pretty good. And they'll be pretty fun to pull, especially if I get to come off of a Gila elk hunt where I kill a toad and then come back and pull some cameras that have toads. That'd be cool. Tyler and I are pretty whooped. It's been pretty tough today. It's been hot. I think it's 97 right now. So we're gonna go back. Might even get some sweet tea on the way home. It's new news to Tyler as he's filming this, and I think he's voting yes. So it's been fun. Didn't ever end up using my little stick thingy here for a trail camera, but that's okay. Hung a couple cameras in spots that have paid off for us a lot in the past, so it's kind of always good to know that like you got those to kind of fall back on, and you'll get some good picks from them. But can't wait for whitetail season, to tell you the truth. Found that shed today, and I'm just stoked. Like, I know like going out of state and all this stuff's fun, but man, when you cut your teeth on Texas and this is what you grew up doing, like, something about it. It's cool. I think maybe it's the payoff. Like, we're out here sweating so hard, dealing with ticks and ants and crap, and you just know that like in November it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's go get cooled off.